Hello! Did you hear about Dall-E? No, not Wall-E. Dall-E. No, not the human painter. The transformer-based AI painter. Twitter exploded again because OpenAI's new image generation model called Dall-E was announced. So here we are trying to figure out how cool it is and how this could happen. Image generation was already spectacular, with dedicated models used for rendering people. There were also models for rendering animals from textual input. But the difficulty was to generate these kinds of images from text when the text combines concepts and the image has to produce plausible combinations of these concepts. So OpenAI looked down upon the world, decided to stop resting after publishing the great GPT-3, and quickly solved the problem of image generation from text too. Yes, just like that, Dall-E was born. And OpenAI rested the next day. Oh, no, they should not rest, because they still have a paper to write about Dall-E. And of course, we do not have access to the model, so we only have OpenAI's blog posts to look at. But the situation is not new. They did the same with GPT-3. Perhaps again a multi-dollar company will buy exclusive rights to the model and we will never see it again. Okay, Miss Coffee Bean, you were cynical enough. So here it is, Dall-E creates images that combine unrelated concepts in plausible ways. Check. It can also generate storefront text. I have never seen anything like this, did you? Let us know in the comments if you did. Dall-E can do also style transfer by a text prompt. So it can modify the style of an image following a textual description of the desired output. Wow, how crazy is this? Okay, enough showing off. What is this model and how can it work? Dall-E is, I cite, a 12 billion parameter version of GPT-3, trained to generate images from textual descriptions. Oh, that explains everything. No, it does not. GPT-3 looked at text, not at images. What do images and text have in common? Miss Coffee Bean has a variety of videos on this, trying to explain that images and text are not that different kinds of input for a transformer that usually works on sets. As long as both images and text are regarded somehow as sequences or elements in a set, everything works again. There have been some kinds of image sequentialization approaches in the literature, but it is safe to assume that OpenAI stuck to their approach from ImageGPT, where they sequentialize the image row by row into a 1D vector. So now that we know how images can be sequences, we are ready to know how Dall-E is basically GPT-3 also looking at images. Dall-E is also a language model that receives both text tokens and sequentialized images as input up to 1280 tokens. Why is the sequence length limited to this number? Because attention scales quadratically and increasing the input size can really blow up computational time. Then, like in language modeling, the goal is to predict one token after the next. Text tokens are words or subwords, and image tokens are image pixel values. This also means that Dall-E does not only generate images from text, but can also continue images if the beginning of the image is already in the prompt, following the text. So that was it for the technical details. Okay, but why does it work? Why did the image generation problems need a specific GAN or VAE architecture to solve the problem only partially, and now a transformer-based model can do it all? Well, because of the formidable amount of training data. How much data was used exactly, we don't know, but it must have been the whole internet, like OpenAI also did with GPT-3. And things that were not possible with academic-sized datasets have now become feasible with a model that has seen it all. This does not make the Dall-E results less impressive, but the creativity that we see with Dall-E has something to do with the variance of the data it has seen. Take this example where they visualize perspective and three-dimensionality. Yes, perspective and 3D looks very good in general, but impressive for Miss Coffee Bean is how the model knows to make a capybara from voxels. It becomes clear that something like this is possible only because of all the Minecraft and other pixel art images that the model had access to. We would never expect from a StyleGAN to make something sensible out of the word voxel if it has never seen the voxelized images before in the gaming or art area of the internet and has been limited to a benchmark dataset of celebrity faces only. With enormous data and variance comes great power. Let's look at more showing off of this power. OpenAI invested a lot of time into this blog post. Did you ever have trouble imagining a cube made out of porcupine? Well, wait no more, here it is. Okay, so a cube with the texture of keyboard. Okay. One can also draw multiple boxes and really tell the model how to render these. Wow, this is awesome. Oh, these plates are so cute. And so small. Were you making a YouTube video but did not have exactly that emoji you were imagining? Wait no more. Dall-E is here to paint it for you. And this is very interesting from a multimodal perspective, that one description can have so many possible outcomes. Wow, this is amazing. I can play with it the whole day. Remember the image completion example? Well, one can even change the pose of this bust. Okay, here are some failure cases. Interesting to see, especially because we don't know if OpenAI was cherry picking in this blog post. We don't know because we don't have access to the model. And of course, the applications are limitless. Do you want to design a new t-shirt? Just tell Dall-E how to draw it, and then you have many versions of said t-shirt on a mannequin, because you introduce the mannequin head with an image prompt, and well, you have here your designed fashion. This has huge industrial applications. And yes, the combination of unrelated concepts. Wow, I mean, is this art? One could ask. It made a snail into a harp, or, you know, it made a harp made of snail. And this can be creativity, one might think. So it is exactly how they put it. It is a 3D rendering engine via natural language. You just say what you want Dall-E to paint, and it paints it. And you can expect the model to fill in the blanks, which means that you underspecified your rendering instructions and the model comes up with something. And we cannot tell for sure, but it might just be that this something that it fills in the blanks with is just the most probable example that it has seen in the training set, which already opens the Pandora box of bias. In the blog, they promise to investigate the societal impacts and check for biases. Hopefully sooner than later. Until then, or until they release the model, one can just scroll through this blog indefinitely. But we really cannot deny it. These are impressive results from Dall-E, bridging the gap between vision and language, stepping into the multimodal realm. Multimodality is my dearest topic in machine learning. Miss Coffee Bean, what's your favorite topic? Oh, okay, so you don't want to tell us. Fine. But back to Dall-E. However excited I might be about this, I have to say I am also a little frustrated about all this. Because throwing the whole data of the internet at a problem solves the problem, rather than clever tricks and gimmicks presented so far in the multimodality literature, you know, by ordinary mortals, unlike OpenAI. Especially as a PhD student, one has to take these results, you know, a little diluted to still feel a little relevant, you know, in this whole systems. But, you know, everything is not done yet. Future research will tell us about the real capabilities and problems that these models bring with them. Also, I really hope that they will keep their promise and investigate societal impacts and biases. Until then, I will keep scrolling this blog in awe. Miss Coffee Bean will get back to making another video, and, you know, what about you? Let us know in the comments what you will do, and hope to see you in the next video.